on to Kickin Sunday.
Long version. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys like it. We didn't get one complaint about our longer Kickin Sundays, doubling our time. So thank you guys. We are sitting, Zoe's turning 10 tomorrow. And so he and I, the kids are in school and we just did
We're sitting at the zebra table.
There's balloons all around us from the ceiling, and she wanted Christmas lights because it's her first sleepover. So we're surrounded by like Christmas lights, and it's fun. It's fun. I love this. I love setting up with this guy. It makes me love you even more. Such a mush fest.
Let's get to business here, people.
Okay, so here we go. Wonderful. Lots and lots of good questions again. Okay, so question about Facebook. I found you on Facebook. However, I noticed the Kickin Sunday video is not on Facebook. Is that because of the longer timing of the video? I love the longer timing. I'm just wondering because I found you on Facebook, and that is where I would usually comment and watch before this past weekend. I don't want others to miss out. Okay, so a little bit about Kickin Sunday and then being posted on Sundays is that we shoot these obviously before Sunday. So sometime during
what? I know, right?
And then I edit and upload, and I set them to a pre-scheduled time. So it's usually like Sundays at 9 a.m. is what I'm trying for. And so I'm not home to share that over all of our social media sites. But you'll just have to you are a subscriber, and you left a comment. So if you want it, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and you won't miss anything. I go back during the week and I share those videos, but on Sundays we kind of just try and keep it holy.
Sundays are family days, no work days, no nothing days, so that's why it's auto-posted.
Yeah.
I think the rest of them get posted to Facebook, right?
They do.
But this one doesn't because it just doesn't.
It's family time on Sundays, so I don't need to be...
Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, distracted by the computer. Okay, great Kickin video. I'm trying to start my journey to a debt-free life, but at 50 and my husband 59, it seems like an insurmountable task.
You know what the good news is? If you're sucking air, you still got a lot of time left.
That's right. You guys are only in your 50s. It's not too late.
I mean, 50s is like the new 25.
We have parents
right?
that are your age. They're newly debt-free. And so it's never too old to be... You're never
This
too
is a
old.
plan that you're never... It's not... Yeah, you can't say, well, I'm too old. I just never do that. No.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're
It's a
sucking wind...
lifestyle change. And it's not just for you. Like, think about the people, the generations that are... What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Think about future generations. That's what I'm trying to say. And the habits that you form are going to stick. They're going to rub off, at least, to the next generation, the next generation.
Yeah.
So you're not just changing your life, you're changing your entire
family tree,
like Dave Ramsey says. And plus you come to the right place because we'll give you a whole lot of motivation.
And tough love.
And tough love.
Because we
to
love
get you through. Love the longer videos. Another subscriber commented about doing a virtual vlog FPU class for those of us who don't have any FPU classes in our area. Not sure how it would work, but I would definitely sign up. It would be so good for accountability and wouldn't feel as though we're doing it online alone. I'm in Canada and I don't have FPU classes here. Would love to take it and then lead a class at my church. Just a thought, maybe something to look into. And that's a great idea if we were employees of Dave Ramsey. Like there's copyright problems with that.
There's copyright and the equipment it would take for us to do that to where it would be an educational live chat.
No, that wouldn't work. And the good news is, for those of you who live in Canada, though, they are releasing an FPU. They're making an FPU just for you. So I would think within the next year or so it would be out. I'm not for sure, so don't hold me to it. But they are working on it. Dave's team is. I know that for a fact. So that's exciting. Thank you for thinking so highly of us, that we'd be good virtual FPU leaders. That's a good idea. Okay, Josh and Christine, I love the new longer version too. Just thought I would share a little victory story to add into the mix. Yay! Last year I had a credit card debt. It was only a small debt of $6,500, but to me it felt huge and I wanted it gone. So that brought me to your channel, and I'm now proud to say that I'm debt-free! I'm currently on baby step 3, and very soon I will be on 4. Also, I'm currently studying a diploma and have no student debt as the government has funded this course, and once I'm finished, I will be getting an increased pay rate from work due to the more qualifications I would then have.
Nice.
I'm 28, and my partner and I are wishing and praying that once I finish my studies and have my big fat emergency fund in place that we get our first baby. Much love to you both all the way from Australia. Yes, please keep saying put another shrimp on the barbecue. It cracks me up every time. And keep the great advice and tough love. That's awesome. Say it one more time.
It's got to be natural. It's got to be natural. It can't be staged.
I love that you guys love it. That's crazy. Hard to believe that something that you thought you were saying right has turned into this.
I know.
I think he needs a t-shirt. I just think it would be great. I want a t-shirt. Thank you. I really like that. Kickin Sundays will be longer. Thank you, guys. We have, like I said, not one person has wrote a negative thing about our longer Kickin Sundays. It's fantastic. Would you please pray for our family? My husband and I will be doing FPU at home. He didn't want to go to a class. I'm the nerd in this house. So I'm super excited to get serious about our finances. My husband, not so much. I just want to be on the same page about our money and to stick to our goals and get out of debt. Thanks so much. We will gladly pray for you. That is probably the number one most hardest thing part of this journey. Does that make sense? That's
like more better.
People are always, that's the number one question, are always asking us, how do I get my spouse on board? The thing is, we can't just wave a magic wand and have you guys both be on the same page.
Virtual fairy dust. It's hard.
You both have to want it.
You have to want it. You have to be in that place, hit the bottom, splat at the bottom, and be like, we need to change.
We don't want to live like this anymore. And you both have to want it. But you know what? 3 years I spent praying for this guy, and he came around. So miracles do happen. He is
So pray more that way. It's not 3 years. Maybe it's like a year, a month, day,
and
week.
from men, I think men especially.
For me, it was a pride issue.
It wasn't a pride issue you have to work through.
Yeah, it wasn't the money. I just didn't want to let go of my stuff because I'm the man. You look up to me.
With the zebra tablecloth.
I know, you look up to me to run this house. I can't admit fault and defeat and that I'm wrong. But once I was able to look around that and be like, you know what? If I am the leader of this house, I shouldn't be doing it the way we're doing it. I should be doing it this way.
Yeah. But if you're, on a side note, if you're paying your bills and you're the one in charge of your household finances and day-to-day operations, then by all means, I'm excited for you guys. I hope FPU at home will change his perspective, and I do pray that. But definitely, something is better than nothing. And you can get on envelopes, and you can get on a budget, and you can turn this around and just keep praying for him while you're doing that, and we'll pray too. Can I just say that I love you guys?
Whoa. We haven't even been on a date yet, okay? Whoa.
We love you. That's because when I
like
respond,
you guys too.
When I respond to comments, someone will say that and I'll say, I love you too. I love it. So if you've got a response in your comments from me saying I love you too, I just do. I love it. I love the longer videos. So glad you guys are back from vacation. And I have a question that I hope you are able to help me on. I wrote you guys a while back about a friend of mine who was just in a bad spot all around. Went through a divorce, has 2 kids, and is currently living with her parents. I remember this story. She came to me sobbing because she was devastated and had no idea what she was going to do. Her ex-husband left her with all of the debt, and she had no idea how she was going to make ends meet. I gave her my copy of the Total Money Makeover and assured her that I would be there with any questions or tough love that I had. She came to me a few weeks ago and informed me that she had made a bad decision and it cost her job that made pretty decent money. She is still living with her parents but has not changed her ways at all. I have continued to be that friend and shoulder to cry on, but I really don't know what else to do for her if she continues to live the way she has before. I have tried to be nice and give her the tough love in a nice sort of way, but she just does not listen. How do you deal with friends who you want to help, but don't listen to the advice you have to give them? I'm a little frustrated. I want to make her understand that she is doing more harm to her future and her kids' future, but I don't want to sound mean and angry. Her parents are pretty frustrated with her, and she really needs support right now. Please help. By the way, we paid off the last of my hubby's medical bills last week. We are almost there to being debt-free. Congrats,
Good
girl.
job.
You're a fine example for your friend. This is hard. This is a really tough one.
I would say your consistency with her is good. Mm-hmm. The whole, we need to get on track. Like the previous question, a couple back or whatever. It's the consistency, and they have to be there.
Yeah.
But if they see everyone around them living that lifestyle and how it's paying off for them, like if you're doing really well and you're paying off stuff, like if she starts seeing that and how well it's working for you, the light bulb might come on.
Yeah. And even though you see this is the perfect time for her to soak in everything that Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover, has to offer. When I read that book, there was just, my life instantly changed. And I remember that moment when I went to him and said, I read this book and it's amazing and we've got to change the way we're, even though you think the timing is right, she doesn't think so. It took our friends throwing an FPU kit in our face for at least 2 years. We said no, no. Can you believe that? We fought an FPU kit for free. They were giving us the class for free. We were able, after the class, naturally to pay for it and pay it forward so many more times. But her timing is different than your timing. Does she belong to a good church? Because that seems like that would help guide her. We have lots of friends in our church that are single, unmarried, and get fed and they're around other believers, people who have the same things in common, and it's a healthy atmosphere for them to heal in. So I don't know if you're part of a church, maybe invite her to a church, but she needs the love. She needs the love of Christ.
Don't give up.
And don't give up.
Giving up would be a bad thing.
Yes. Yeah, because this life is tough. Like we need a higher power to help us through it, because it's very difficult. So just be the best example you can. Be open with her and say, I've supported you as much as I can, but I'm going to keep saying these things because I love you. And you would want somebody to make those things clear if she was you. Like if I was making wrong decisions, I would hope he would say, you're going in the wrong way. I love you this much that I want you to turn around and go this way. And I can help you do that. And just be loving towards her. Christine, I was wondering if you could share how you curl your hair. She's definitely not talking to you. Just say it.
Takes about a half hour in the morning. Get the curling iron hot.
I just cut my hair short and I have no experience with curling my hair. And yours always looks so cute, curled and pulled back like in this video. I know it's not money related, but it would be fun during the week vlog. Thanks, Jacqueline. You're so sweet. It's so funny because I think I have messed up hair days all the time, but he gives me compliments, so I must be doing something right. I just, hot rollers, set of hot rollers, half hour, I roll them up, put on my makeup. This is something I'm trying to get better at with 3 little girls. It's important for me to feel good with makeup. Yeah, it's not necessary, but it changes the way, it changes my body language for the day. It makes me feel beautiful. So, YouTube has lots of great videos. I would be so uncomfortable doing a vlog about how I do my hair because I don't know. I just can't do that. I mean, like, we put everything else out there, but I can't put how I do my hair out there. Hello, I just found you guys and I've been listening while at work. Shh! Get to work. You can't lose your job.
Focus.
How are you going to get out of debt? You can watch us after work. I need help starting a budget. We pay for everything using our debit card, and when we do take out cash, I have a hard time tracking it. What suggestions do you have? Thanks, Steph. P.S. Longer videos rock. Thank you. Woo-hoo. We think so, too.
We use envelopes for our cash.
Hey, it sounds like you're not doing a complete budget. So, bottom in the description down below, there will be a link. We say this every Sunday, and that's okay, to Dave Ramsey's free budgeting forms. Okay? There's instructions. It is so easy to follow. You print it out, you plug in your numbers, get on a budget, do a budget every payday, and then you end up stuffing eventually your envelope. So when I would switch to cash.
Yeah, to be honest with
you,
you,
to track when it's in the
I really
envelope.
can't remember the last time I used my debit card.
I made it through grocery shopping.
I mean,
and I didn't use mine.
For my gas for my car, I use a debit card, but that's because that's a different account, and that's paid for by my employer, so that's easy to do because I don't like carrying cash for gas. It's easier to track. But like my personal debit card,
I use debit cards.
Might as well throw that thing away.
For eBay this week. Note to self: when you bid on 7 pairs of jeans,
there's a good chance you're going to get all 7.
That's a whole nother topic.
So
it's like raining jeans in our mailbox right now.
Yeah, we burned up pretty much this whole month's clothing allowance in the eBay account there this month.
This is a cute comment. What? That's it? 30 minutes is up already? Oh, more. I love all your videos. You're cute. That's how cute. So fun. We are really thinking about a podcast, though, you guys, so you could take us with you, because I like listening to them when I'm exercising or walking my teeth. I love this tip. Just a hint for those who are saying they have sold everything they have to sell. Go to Craigslist for your city and look at the free area under the sales section. Many times folks that are moving or just clearing out will give away things to get rid of them. When things have been tight for us or we wanted extra money, we would pick up items and flip them.
There you go.
That is a genius idea.
Don't get any ideas.
Love that. I know, I'm just now able to park
in the garage again.
That's a good idea, you guys. Those wanting your emergency funds so badly. Good job. Thanks for the cheers on my deck against success. This is the lady that wrote last week. Okay, $745 came after months of cutting all the extras, which seemed so small while you were doing them out of our lives, such as no coffee out for me, not even a cheap one at a gas station. We changed our internet carrier, lowered our cable, meal planning, and coupons. It's like backpacking. Ounces equal pounds, and before you know it, your pack weighs 70 pounds. And you are carrying it up a mountain. Most important is making a budget and sticking to a budget. You will feel like you've got a raise. Love the New Longer vlogs. You are helping so many of us stay on our path to being debt free too.
Could not have said that better.
Good. It is like a pack. So think about that. When you're like, oh, this is just change. It doesn't.
It goes off of
much.
The video we shot last night, which will be. When's that one get posted?
I hope tomorrow. Tomorrow's Zoe's birthday, so it might be next week.
That one we're talking about change in cents, but when you have change in cents on over 10 million items, that turns into $745.
What we did, okay, every Saturday we do a budget vlog, okay, and so this weekend we shot is name brand versus store brands in the grocery store. And so we did talk about that even 30 cents on a can of beans makes a big difference because it adds up over time. So watch for that video. We are on baby step 6 while cash flowing my graduate school. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Just think about that for a second. Graduate school is expensive and you're cash flowing it and you're on baby step number 6. If you're planning on having your first baby within the next 6 months to a year, how much would you, as experienced parents, put towards sinking funding a baby? Thanks. I love that.
Oh,
we're experienced, honey.
No, we're not. We're not even close to experienced.
We'll see how this lumber.
We've had a similar question like this in the past, and where we went with it is we called the health insurance company that the baby's going to be gone through. That way we would know what our deductibles are. And I said, give us worst case scenario. If you charged us for absolutely everything, how much would it be? That way I knew we would have that money covered. And then being a third child, our last one, we knew what we needed to get and what we didn't need to get. So if you have friends that are close to you that already have kids, ask them, because there are a lot of things that we bought with the first kid that were not even considered with the third kid because it was just extra stuff.
Yeah. And it's different for everybody. There's so many options. There's just diapers that are so different. There's nursing, breastfeeding versus bottle feeding.
I mean, diapers.
There's so many cost changes different.
Tennessee, our third child, we cloth diapered. We're into that about $500 to maybe $600. But if you do the math, the difference between cloth and disposable is cloth. You got to pay for most of it up front. Disposables over a time period. But we were spending
it was a couple $1,000s cheaper.
Almost a couple $1,000s in disposable diapers over the term before they get potty trained, as opposed to $500. So I mean, it's just things like that. If you're willing to put in a little bit extra work.
Watch YouTube videos. There's so much great advice out there, and I learned tons with Tennessee because it had been so long since I had a baby. And YouTube is now in our life. So check out YouTube. Call your insurance. Maybe get those costs. Think fund for your hospital costs.
Yeah, which is what we did because we figured out what it was and thought, well, we got 9 months. You're pregnant, so we divided it up over 9 months, stuck it outside, and then when
we were so blessed.
We were so blessed, but at the end of it, we're like, okay, we got the cash in an envelope to pay the bill. The bill came in. The bill was like half of what they quoted us.
We said we're not going to have a third baby because it's going to blow our budget. For years, we said that, trying to hook ourselves out of it, and it was a $3,500 cost we were quoted. We ended up paying $1,500 total. $1,600 total for her. So.
And because we paid it in cash,
in wonderful ways.
Because we paid it in cash, they give us an additional 15% discount because we paid it all at one time in cash.
She was meant to be ours.
I mean, yeah, it's just...
So good luck. You're in exciting. You guys
You're in a great place.
You're in a great place. Hey, Dead is Dumb. I've been a huge fan since January, and like many others, have enjoyed watching your vlogs. I'd like to know what you would do in her situation. My hubby lost his job in November of last year and was out of work for 3 months. With $0 in savings, tons of debt and bills, no budget, and never hearing of the Dave Ramsey program, we fell behind on our mortgage. Unemployment and family helped us cover the others. We were trying to work out a deferred payment plan with the mortgage company when my husband got work. They finally agreed to a plan when we were 3 months delinquent, ready to send to foreclosure, and he got a paycheck. For the past 6 months, we've been paying an additional $600 a month payment to catch up. We have 7 debts, including one of the 4 credit cards, and its interest-free period ends and back interest of $150 hits in October of this year. A month, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
We're pretty much at baby step 1. Should we pay that credit card to keep from paying the $150 in stupid tax? Then start baby step 1, or should we focus on baby step 1 and go from there? I am home with our youngest son. I'm consigning clothes and kid stuff to help bring in money. Good girl. Thank you so much. If you can answer, you're an inspirational couple and family.
You need to take FPU. You need to take the class, and then what is? I mean, have she?
If you guys spend the $100, if you don't live in Canada, spend the $100 on an FPU class. That will simplify the road ahead so much for you guys.
Because it's a 1, 2, 3 step. Baby
Yes.
step 1 is number 1. It doesn't matter where you're at in your debt. If you do it 1, 2, 3, because you don't want to go 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2.
Because then you won't make any progress.
You don't
and
get
you'll
anywhere.
feel discouraged.
Yeah.
So baby step 1, yes, you want to start there because you don't want to be in the situation again. So start with your little
Because the second you make that $150 or you make that credit card bill payment, whatever, you're going to go to work next morning, and the alternator in the car is going to be gone out, and you're not going to have any money to get that fixed.
Yep. So do your emergency fund. And, second, rethink the house. Do you guys really, can you afford the house? I guess is what I'm saying. Can you actually do your budget, and do you have the money to afford your mortgage? Because we've been in that situation, and it was easier to let the house go and to move to an apartment or a duplex or something, or rent a house that was cheaper. So rethink, go over all your bills, do a budget, sign up for FPU, and leave a comment, because we're going to hold you accountable and we want to know. Hi, I live in the Portland area as well, and found out that we're going to have another baby.
Sweet.
Yay! This is going to be our last. Someone else says that too.
Yeah, we're done. We are done. We are so done.
You enjoy saying that.
I do. I got 4 ladies in the house. I'm a happy guy, but I am a full to the top of the cup guy.
Oh, I love you. This is going to be our last, so we do not want to invest too much money in baby gear. Any suggestions where to get a good stroller at the lowest cost? Thanks. P.S. About 11 years ago, we paid $80 for a new one from eBay. Now they are like $300. Huge difference. Any suggestions will be really helpful. I feel lost.
Craigslist.
And ask around your buddies that have babies, or YouTube. Yeah. All else fails, go to YouTube.
Word of advice, though, if you're doing Craigslist for stuff like that, that's great. We've got a couple things off of their big ticket items that we got for like dirt cheap. The only thing is, like when you're doing strollers and car seats and stuff like that, you need to look at the expiration date. Yeah. Make sure that it's not going to expire. We
had it given to us as a gift, a jogging stroller and a base and a car seat combo. The 2 things that we got brand new with Tennessee, and then the rest, I didn't care if it was hand-me-downs or used, was her crib. I wanted a good crib for her, and her car seat and stroller. So
and the crib is just because it seems like
they're recalled so
every
much.
couple years. I mean, a good 3-year-old one's recalled for some reason.
Yeah. So those are the 2 things. So and then the rest you can totally consignment sales. Craigslist is awesome for baby gear items. Go on Facebook, belong to a swap page where people are getting rid of their baby items, because we're going into especially in Portland, it rains a lot, and so we don't have year-round garage sales. But ask your buddies, and
garage sales are good too.
That's exciting. Once you find out baby's gender, you can be surprised like we do. We are. That was fun. You can start shopping Craigslist for baby clothes. So I will be talking to Dave Ramsey next week, and I'm going to do my best to shout out your channel.
Sweet!
I don't even know what to say to that.
I read that and I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
Well, I was like, whoa, because if someone's calling Dave Ramsey, that means they're probably doing the debt-free screen. So good for you. If that's what it's for,
I know. I want to.
I mean, you should have said that. Not we're going to shout out your name. You should have said, "I'm debt free, man. I'm calling Ramsey."
Now I want to hear this call. I want to hear.
Because if you call Dave Ramsey, you actually have to make an appointment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't just like, you're like, call Dave today. 1-800-DAVE Ramsey. Oh, hey guys, what's going on, Dave?
You left us hanging. So share more details. We want to know, and congratulations for whatever reason you're calling him. And thanks for the shout out. I don't know if Dave Ramsey even knows we exist.
Probably not.
I don't think he does. Okay, so thanks you guys for sharing your lives with us. You help keep me and my family on the right track. I have been watching you all for about 6 months. My husband and I are starting FPU next week. Thank you, Josh, for making the time to point out that this is a process that we can draw out for 10 years or say no to ourselves and be done in 2. That really helped me put our situation in perspective. Talking about last week.
It does, and it's one of those things that we actually, like every 4 months, 5 months, we'll sit down and we'll do like a hard budget, and that kind of gives us the what's the word I'm looking for here? The motivation.
Yeah.
Because we figure if we do that every 3 or 4 months, it tightens it up. About the time you start getting loose and you're like, hey, let's go buy something. If you just sit down and do a budget, and you're like, man, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
And by the end of the year, we got to be here. And then you're like, that's right. I don't need that. Whatever.
Yeah. And so, okay, so this is 2 things. That's right. Do a budget. We were doing our budget, you guys, when we were seriously getting out of debt, kicking it. We were doing it every day. Pretty much. What'd you spend today? Tracking everything. How are we doing on our envelopes? If we make this purchase, what's it going to do to our next 2-week budget that we're going to set up? And how further back is that going to set us? And we decided ultimately we didn't need most things. And we also, second thing, slept on it. So if there's a purchase, and for us it's really anything over like $30.
Yeah.
We slept on it overnight to make sure, and 95% of the time it wasn't a purchase that we needed. So, side note, but those tips help.
Squirrel!
We find that doing step 3 was our hardest part of the steps, not step 1 or step 2. We would love, I agree, we would love to have the same intensity for step 3 that we had for step 1 and 2. But when you have freedom to wiggle, it is harder to stay so intense. Particularly when you feel you can finally breathe after doing step 2. We have everything on cruise, and things are not on a cruise. I'm like, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
We have everything on cruise control.
Yeah.
And things are piling up on their own, but I would like to know how you balance through step 3. Do you find step 3 harder than 2? And what did you choose, 3 months savings or 6 months savings?
We chose like 9 months savings. Because we're those people. But no,
it is hard.
It's hard. We are still on number 3.
And we've seen so many people fall completely off and have to start over at step 1 when they get to 3. Don't do that.
We are still on 3. We are not as far along as 3 as we wanted to because we've had a lot of debt is dumb stuff that we're trying to get off the ground, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So we've been cash flowing all of that. But we are still saving for maybe step 3. I think we want like 9 months is what we figured we want. So the way we're treating it is we figured out what the 9-month number is, and that's a debt to us. That's like a credit card.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it. So at the end of the month or on payday, we're like, ooh, we can go to dinner. We can go to a nice dinner. No, we got a debt. We got X amount of dollars. We got a debt.
Treat it and put it into your budget. Maybe step 3 as a line item in your budget.
But you're right. It is difficult. It is hard.
It is. But on baby step 3 has caused us to dream, and it's a beautiful place to be at. We had Tennessee, which cost money, but again, we're able to cash flow everything. But we do. You just got to remember that the same habits that you're doing every single month over time, focused intensity over time, multiplied by God equals momentum, unstoppable momentum. We learned that in our Dave Ramsey training. And it's true. Just stay focused over time and you will get there. And try putting it in as a debt into your budget. Baby step number 3. Even though it's technically not a debt, try that and see how it works.
So, one thing we're running out of time here because we're probably about 30 minutes is now that school's back in session, and now that we got our new computer up and running and it's really, really efficient, we're going to hop back on the website. We're going to start updating website stuff. getting some videos on there, getting some forums on there, and basically just getting that thing up and rolling full steam so you guys can benefit from that. So just start checking out the website here soon.
Yeah.
Links below, right?
We're going to be putting the entire month's like Deck Kicking Sunday videos will be
food
all 4
videos,
videos,
so you don't have to go
all
through
4 of our food vlogs for the last month, and then we're going to update them every month.
Yeah, that way you're not surfing around YouTube through our 700 and some videos or whatever. You can just go to our website. If you're strictly for food, you can see last month's food or last month's Deck Kicking.
Counseling information will eventually make it to our website. So, anyway, lots of happy hoopy wuddy stuff. So leave your comments down below for next week. If we didn't get to yours, just leave a comment and say, hey, you didn't answer mine. I'm asking it again. And we love you guys. Thanks for your awesome support of us, our family, and our channel. And thumbs up.
I do want to say you look terrific.
Thank you.
You smell nice too.
Jeez, you know how to make a girl blush.
Hear that? That's tea.
Tea's crying.
All right, people. Till tomorrow. Or till next week.